Welcome in, my friends. Here we are in Fairhaven with 26 of 40 achievements. We are more than halfway there. Um, I don't know whether this will be a completionist run. I kind of doubt it. It's not how things usually go for me, but we will be enjoying the entirety of the story mode, at the very least, if not a bit more. Um, and of course, my Twitch apps wanted to be rebooted as soon and reloaded and refreshed. What's the word I'm looking for? New versions. As soon as I wanted to go live, which is um, annoying, but that's okay. Should have planned ahead, did not plan ahead. Bad streamer me. Um, Trying to load Stream Manager in. Welcome in, Constellazio. Um, are things sounding okay so far? You can count on the earbuds not behaving, but I think what I will do is I will start with a switch of earbuds so that we have a fresh earbud for the top of stream, and I'm going to plug in the case, even though it's not terribly decharged, just mostly so I know exactly where it is at all times, because that seems like a good plan. It's always frustrating when I hear womp 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 from my earbuds and then I don't know where the case is. That's not what we like. Ayo, Now and Nevermore is here. Welcome in. We are loading a game, I guess. I should have a continue button. Let's do that. This looks different. Something looks different. Looks lovely. Did we have another update? I don't know. Yeah, the graphics are there's something different. Um,
Should I go to bed?
yes. I'm loving Tara's outfit that she has on. Low quality mic streams have a certain amount of charm that just can't be beaten. Oh, um, in that case, I could switch to my knockoff AirPods, which are not Apple branded AirPods. I didn't get a lot of positive feedback about that though when I did try it. I bought them because these were starting to go. They have lived much longer than their expected lifespan. Um, and I'm so grateful for that and for them. Um, but the $13-14 knockoffs have not been um, charming. Let's just say not been charming. That's okay. Let's see here. We're gonna make a little charming potion, speaking of charming. And how about a constant? No, we don't want to make it. We have plenty of levitation potion. How about a bumper harvest potion? Yep, yep, yep. And an ultra miracle grow potion. And we could use one more bumper harvest potion. There we go. You don't have to talk into a tin can. It's true. Anybody else played with tin cans on a string as a kid? Um, as your own little telephone? Or am I just that ancient and nobody else is? But hey, now and Nevermore knows what we're talking about with tin cans on a string, right? I don't know that I necessarily need to make much of anything at the writing desk at the moment, but let's check in with our crystal ball here. Do we have any new animals that we don't have any hints about? No. How about let's figure out something more about Sophia.
Oh, I think I see something.
Sophia likes prezzi pizzi. I don't know. I think I'm probably saying that wrong because I'm influenced by Esperanto, which is fine. to be influenced by when it comes to vowels, if I'm comparing it with Italian or Spanish, but not so much with the consonants necessarily. Chicken soup and this lovely dessert. All right, that's fine. 7:30
Hey there,
a.m.
Marty. And Thomas.
An interesting conversation is to be had by all, I assume.
Ha! Bet you never thought you'd see the two of us together, huh? But we share a common concern. We've heard howling coming from this area every night lately. If you don't mind, can we cut through your property to see if we can find any wolf tracks?
That'd be a big old nope for
Wolves are
me.
a threat to all the livestock on the island.
And I want to make sure they're captured humanely and relocated to a proper habitat.
No. That's a big old nope for me.
Howling? What howling?
You haven't heard it? It sounds like it's coming from, well, your lake, which doesn't make any sense.
Hey, Soundworks, welcome in. Oh, now Nevermore says, I'm wondering if I should set a loose schedule for myself. I'd be super worried about what I'm doing during what time. I'm potentially missing things to ADHD, but maybe I can set a small list of things I have to accomplish before I start playing games and watching shows for the day. Are you talking about a stream schedule or a schedule that just has to do with life and stuff in general? Because both of those are really interesting concepts to talk about. Um, you guys, Soundworks was telling me all sorts of things that I didn't know about audio cables and powering sound based technological devices. And I feel super edified and educationally uh, very, yeah, improved. It's just so nice to talk to somebody who knows some things. It's wonderful. A life schedule. I hear you. Um, I I had a goal for myself. I know you're not supposed to use Lent to like make your own life better. That's not the point of Lent. But at the same time, just like um, New Year's, there is some kind of global energy around let's try and keep to something that we say we're going to keep to, which I thought, okay, I'm going to try and take advantage of this. And my goal for Lent was to um, give up um, being late to bed. Like I was going to give up skipping my bedtime. That was what I was going to give up for it. And instead, I wound up giving up free time and bedtime. But that was just an unexpected situation with new responsibilities and all of that. Um, and I'm sure it will all sort itself out when it comes down to like second, third, fourth issues of the newsletter. But for the first one, it was all hours and will be all hours until it's done. Tons of things I want to do off the computer, but my brain likes the computer dopamine more. You know what? What you're saying makes sense to me now and never more. If you can say, okay, during this part of the day, I'm going to do non computer things. That's what I do for myself. Usually, I wind up setting aside a certain part of the day where I'm like, I avoid sitting down at my computer during that part of the day, and instead, I'm doing non computer things. It doesn't always work, but I try and make it like a general rule so that if I sit down at the computer, then I'm sitting down at the computer then, but I'm aware that I'm breaking the rules, so to speak, which is possible to do when it's necessary to do so.
Maybe there's a hidden cave somewhere.
We're gonna check the mountain pass area first. We'll let you know if we find anything.
Uh-oh. If they start looking around the lake, they might accidentally wind up in Ravenwood Hollow.
I don't see how that could happen.
I'd better check up on Wesley to see what's going on.
The silent treatment. Ask Westley about the mysterious howling. I see what looks like a potion in a bottle, the shape of a wolf's head with a moon on it. So, yeah. My instant thought was howling? Oh no. And I don't want them snooping around. And they asked, but they didn't wait for a yes. And I'm not intending to give them a yes. All right, 7:30. Look at everything that's ready here. That's amazing. Let's see. Make apple cider, beer, wine, cheese, sauerkraut. Yes, please. have some black leather, blue cloth, and red cloth ready to go, along with a little bit of silk thread. Let's feed those silkworms. Grab some glass and this leather. All right, what is missing here for us to be able to make more leather? We are out of tanning solution. Okay, enough said. I'll make some of that. And we have enough spiles. And I've made at least one of all of these pieces of jewelry. Still, might be fun to make a few more. Kind of get a little collection going. Okay. I think, let's see. I got one of those? No, because I sold it. What else can easily be made and quickly here? Nothing much. We've got one of, no, we haven't made this inky indigo midi dress. We've definitely made this before. We could make one spare. Okay, let's make some more red cloth and some more black leather. Red cloth, black, nope, black leather. Yes, I am also. I haven't had a lot of up close and personal interactions with bats, but um, if the YouTube algorithm offers me a very cute video of a baby bat, I'm all about that. Let's dye some silk thread orange. And let's make more red cloth. Oh, we're out of cloth. All right. Let's see, we can make cotton cloth. That's it. Okay. Let's make some more red. Okay, enough of that. Back to work in here. Harvest some cotton and let's plant a little more. Harvest some wheat. And plant some cabbage seeds. Harvest some cotton. Plant some green beans. Fairhaven Fashion Show sounds awesome. I think that's a brilliant idea. Let's do it. Planty needs a little bit of energy to get through the day here.
Hey,
We're going to get
Planty.
Planty
Water
powered
some plants for me
topaz.
today?
And then we'll have a look at our fruit trees and some other lovely things here. We got compost and we got a worm. Happy joy. I don't know what we do with these worms. All right, only oranges here to harvest today. Planty's hard at work watering. Who are you? Which one are you? Fishy. Oh, this is what we do with worms. Right. I'm going to keep those though. How about instead we take this and we hope we get a shiner. Pupfish perch sucker, dab sardine sole. snapper, herring, excuse me while I jump over the fence a million times, sea bass, sturgeon, tuna, dorado, shrimp, lobster, squid, char, catfish, carp, dace, rainbow trout. Ooey. Well, we're cutting down those trees because we're hoping to grow more of these maple syrup trees here. Maple trees for syrup. All right, how goes it with you, Phoebe Bot? You've got some wool for me, I'm very happy to see, and you have plenty of feed for the animals. Rabies vaccine not mandatory and usually not covered by insurance. Fascinating. Let's see, Sweet Pea, did you want oranges? People often pay $500 to $1,000 for it, only usually available in areas with a high bat population. Interesting. I'm aware that it's very difficult to do anything about that once you start showing symptoms, but isn't it something that you could get the vaccine if you get bitten by an animal before you start showing symptoms? I'm really not familiar at all. Hello, Water. Welcome in. Wonderful to see you. Waddles wants apples. Oh, that's a cute, cute whale. Did Krista redesign that? Oh, I don't know what's going on with me that a lot of things look different today. Could just be a buildup of lack of sleep. I'm going to try oranges for everybody that I haven't guessed correctly yet. I don't know whether I'm barking up the right tree or not. We got a chicken feather out of it. Tarpop, welcome in. Fashionably late. You're just on time. There's no such thing as late to a stream. We're still feeding all our animals. The only thing you missed, there was a little something interesting that happened this morning, Tarpop. When we walked out on our front porch, you'll never guess who we ran into. Certainly something I didn't expect. It was our two closest neighbors, the farmer and the rancher, together. What, you might ask. And I wouldn't blame you. But they had a common concern that they wanted to talk to me about. They were worried because they had been hearing howling every night. And they were very nervous about that howling, and they wanted to figure out if there's some sort of a wolf on the loose in the area. And they thought it was coming from by the pond behind my barn, which they thought was very strange. Oh no, it was not Otto, and he did not twist his ankle. Nobody twisted their ankle. I hear you though, Tarpov. I do. And so they said, they asked for permission, and we did not say yes. We said, huh? Because no was not one of the options we were given, and no was what I very much intended to say. Tara is not a noisy sleeper. And so they said, we're going to go check the area around the mountain and see if we can find any wolf tracks. So basically, the rancher is concerned that the wolf is going to be a danger to the livestock, and the farmer is concerned that the wolf is humanely trapped and relocated. And Tara's concern is that they leave Wesley the heck alone. But yeah, we've got an issue. My understanding, as I almost got rabies once, says now and nevermore, is that it's very treatable only before the symptoms show. This is what I'd also heard. Only one or two people in recorded history has recovered from rabies after symptoms developed. I believe they both had the interesting. Okay, I'm not going to read that part out loud, not because I don't think people should know, but just because I think people should be in choice about it. Hearing that, if they're lurking and not really, if they're lurking just for the cozy content, I'm not going to read that part out loud, but that's okay. Saluton Joel, bone vidi vin. So I had thought that I had heard that there was a group of people in South America who, like a village of people where a lot of them exhibited symptoms of having had recovered from that, but I could be actually either misinformed or misremembering. But whatever it was something that nearly nobody ever recovers from, but that this group maybe had some sort of a genetic predisposition to recover from it. Oh, no, 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 wait, don't do that. No, no, take it back. I take it back. I don't want you to do that. Please put that away. Oh, no. Oh, no. I can't put a spile there now. Oh, I'm very sad. No. No, Woody, stop. No, don't do that. Stop. Oh, we've, we clicked the wrong button. And then we lost the tree. I mean, the tree is still there, but we cannot harvest maple syrup from it anymore. So we're gonna go ahead and chop it down. Very sad. Very sad. That was not my intention. We now have only one maple tree, and we'll have to be very careful with it. Okay, let's say hello to Cleopatra. I believe a lot of researchers believe the uncanny valley effect evolved as an instinct to help us identify rabies in people. Does it make people's facial expressions look differently?
Oh, what a good bird.
That's fascinating now, Nevermore. I had not heard that about the uncanny valley effect.
You still liked that, didn't you, Kitty?
Joel, memorigumin de kie vi spektas pli malpli vi ne devas esti tre specifa pri tio, sed de kiu lando vi spektas? Mi konas kelkajn Joelojn, kiuj parolas Esperanton. Do povus esti ke mi konas nin. Oh, Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. is really not a great time, actually, to come and try and do business. We'll wait until tomorrow. Let's try and see what our neighbors are up to in the mountain. And let's see if we can't find any more recipes. It does quite a bit to how people look and behave. It's interesting. The only thing I had seen, I saw a video of someone being given a bottle of water to drink and not succeeding at drinking that water. Let's see if we can't find our two neighbors and see what they are up to. Well, in the meantime, we can at least say hello to Giva.
Thank goodness Angus and Otto saw sense in time. Marty might have had odious golds all along, but that doesn't make him a witch.
Do we have any of her favorites? We do. We even have some choices. Prawns Kaliwada sounds delicious.
I love it! How did you know? You're such a charmer.
Everybody's getting flirty. Now that Tara is single, let's step out on the deck here. So pretty in the winter. Okay, I think we will go have a little walk on the beach. I'm still amazed the townspeople are unaware of the existence of witches, all smart and educated people condoning witch trials in this day and age. It's interesting, isn't it? Well, it's kind of like, are they aware the witch is there or aren't they aware the witches are there? They're having witch trials, but there's a little bit of semantic nonsense going on, you know? So our neighbor said he was going up to the mountain, but he didn't. I would like you to stay away from my property when it comes to hunting wolves.
Most folks are getting ready to celebrate New Year's, but my family celebrates New Year's in spring. So it's a little lonely for me. At least Amira also celebrates Persian New Year in spring.
Por klarigi iomete pri lingvo politiko, tio estas iom severa esprimo. Mi celas diri kiel mi generale traktas pri lingvo ĉi tie. Mi generale simple respondas al la lingvo de la plejmulto kaj respondas individue al la lingvo de ĉiu aŭskultanto, kiu typas ion. Se iu typas demandon en unu lingvo, generale mi respondas en tiu lingvo. So I was just saying a word or two about how it goes with language policy, which is kind of a heavy term, not what I really meant. But you know, how is it that we do things around language around here? And I was saying that um,
Oh,
I usually speak
wow, that hits me right in the childhood. I better get a snap of it quick before I devour it all.
in the language of the majority of chat, whatever language that happens to be on a given stream. And also, I tend to respond specifically to whatever language a person speaks to me in chat. Like if
So you
somebody
were trying to buy
comments
out
and
Thomas's farm and mine too. Huh. Did you really think you would be able to get all of us to leave the island?
Kinda. Especially once these witch trials started.
that one kind of came and bit you in the behind, didn't it,
I
Marty?
mean, I didn't plan for that to happen, but it seemed like this place might clear out quickly once they got going.
That's really messed up.
Look, the creditors were gonna take Maplethorpe Tower. You came back here to help save your grandmother's farm, right? Well, I was trying to save the last building that still bears the Maplethorpe name. I'm not proud of what I did, what I tried to do. I was desperate, and I'm sorry.
That was an apology, if you like. What do you know? And yet, he's already in my bad graces again because he's after my friend. He doesn't know he is, but I do, and that's enough. Here's Shelby. What do you know?
You gotta be careful eating mushrooms. They'll take you places.
Oh,
You're right,
yeah.
Water.
I've heard of people going on journeys.
Yeah. To the outhouse, in my case. I'm mushroom intolerant.
Oh no, Shelby, I'm so sorry to hear that. I enjoy mushrooms very much. I mean, as a food source, I haven't had any other experience with mushrooms. Yay, a conch shell! Not that I am against the idea of plant medicine as it stands. I guess we'll go ahead and buy that seashell and the thistle. We don't need the other mushrooms. Chat Tsunami, welcome in. How is your weekend going? I hope everything's going all right with you.
The way my brother felt about our neighbor, the one who showed him Santeria, I think I get it now. Because that's how I feel about you.
Is that a good thing?
Until recently, it wouldn't have been. Now, though, it's a compliment.
I'm very confused, Francis, but I'll take you at your word. Don't have any of Francis's favorites. That's too bad. I would think I could do a little bit better. Pokemon Fire Red Leaf Green. Very cool. All right, we have several things to talk to Wesley about.
Every new witch reacts almost the exact same way when they finally get into Ravenwood Hollow. Francis met Ariel, and I swear his eyes nearly popped out of his head.
Ah, it was the backwards feet, huh?
I'm sure it was. I reacted the same way when I met him the first time, too.
All right, so guys, we have a situation to discuss.
Oh, I can't
Tara,
wait to drink some of this while reading the latest detective novels that came in.
yes. Um, he's not only an auction, he invited us on a date, and we have not taken him up on that date. But Tara did break up with Kim, and they are still our friend.
Juliet hasn't been coming around as much as she used to. I think she's upset that no one really stood up for her mom. I should have been brave enough to say something. I was just worried that they would turn on me next, and then Juliet would have no one.
I don't know
Hey,
that
this
song,
is just
Lover.
like my dad makes.
Or
I
maybe I
mean,
do and I
it's
don't know that
not
I know
as
it.
good as his version, but this is the best you can get in Fairhaven.
All right, that's good. I'm glad you like it that well. All right, so let's see. We want to buy. I want to buy some animal fat, and I thought I could buy it here, but it seems that I cannot. We can sell animals here. I haven't done that yet. We do intend to sell these 2 chickens. Something we could do. I suppose just for the sake of like completeness of like doing all of the things there are to do in the game, we should give that a try. Which means we are short a chicken, and we need to talk to the rancher about that.
You know, Marty came in here the other day and suggested lobster chowder is practically the same as lobster bisque.
Well, they are both creamy, soupy seafood served in a bowl.
Oh, Tara. In the interest of our friendship, I'm going to pretend you didn't just say that.
I'm ashamed of Tara for saying that, honestly. But we'll try and make it up to Lena with some apple cider.
I love apple cider. Oh, it's like autumn in a mug. Thanks.
So, Wesley is currently being hunted, more or less, by our 2 neighbors. And as far as I'm concerned, I
Thomas
also...
asks me if I ever hear wolf howls when I'm coming back late from the beach. And I haven't, but I've had swimmer's ear so many times that my eardrums are like permanently waterlogged. Amira took a look once and said my ear canals are kind of a catastrophe.
I mean, that's kind of to be expected with as much time as Kai spends in the water, I suppose. All right, we'll buy some black tea seeds and some avocado and pineapple. Might as well stock up on a few things here. We have plenty of olives, but we could buy some saffron, and I always buy all of the chocolate. Might as well buy one more silkworm, a little bit of leather. Okay, that's good.
I'm just like a fish.
How do you mean?
When the water gets colder, fish slow down. So do these joints.
I know we have some beer, but we've been trying to steer him clear of that since he said he wanted to try and avoid that. We're gonna buy some worms. some crickets, and some chub. And then we're going to try selling a bunch of stuff. This takes a bit of time. To make our decisions here. I don't want to sell certain fish, but others I do. Let's see, sea bass we can sell, sturgeon we can sell, dorado, tuna we'll keep, we'll sell some squid, some shrimp, some char, catfish and carp, dace, keep that chub, sell some rainbow trout. Oh, he thinks we've been fishing. Keep this. We'll keep some of the salmon. All right, now there is a fish that we really want to buy, but I'm not sure if he sells it. Have a look. Worms, crickets, tuna, clam, lobster, mussel, oyster, shrimp, squid, chub, and salmon. He does not. It's just a disappointment. All right.
Food cures all. Hangovers, heartbreaks, you name it.
It certainly seems to me that things may be getting complicated for Wesley. The question is,
Sweet potato vodka, huh? Yeah, someone's been experimenting with their still. Great work.
it's really not uncommon for me to be like, oh, somebody needs protecting. I like them that
And
much
Otto was
more.
in on Marty's scheme, too. Technically, their plan wasn't illegal, but what chutzpah.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
starting to wonder if these witch trials were part of their plan. I've certainly considered leaving ever since I was accused.
Don't blame you, but I hope you won't. All hail food.
Oh, Tara, you're sweet.
All right, do we have enough coffee? We do. Do we have enough cheese pizza and chicken soup and chocolate milkshakes and quiche? Let's buy a little bit more quiche. And we have enough of all that other stuff. That's great.
Most wait until something's seriously wrong before seeing a doctor. Fairhaveners don't seem to have that problem, thankfully.
So, you know what I think, you guys? I think that this date that we've been asked on is actually potentially a part of the main storyline.
It's funny. When I was in med school, my mother used to come fill up my entire cupboard with oatmeal raisin cookies. She knew I would turn to sugary snacks when pulling all-nighters, so she wanted to try to at least make them healthy.
It kind of seems to me that now that we got that letter from Wesley in our mailbox, there's no way for us to ask Amira out on a date. Let's look here. Kiva, Kai, Wesley. There, and Cameron and Amira, they all kind of look approximately at the same level. They're somewhere in between 4 and 5 hearts, right? So I think we have to respond to the invitation that we received before we can do anything else. Exactly, Tarpov. That's what I think is going on.
I'm proud of Angus for coming forward with what he saw. We would never have known about Marty's plot otherwise.
I don't know that it's the storyline forcing me to date certain people, because certainly it's possible that I could have married someone before I ever met Wesley. That's entirely possible.
I attribute my love of all things autumn to the fact that I grew up in a place that basically didn't have seasons. Pumpkin bread is so yum.
That really makes sense to me.
Do you ever wonder what Giver's doing up by the Overlook?
Science?
I want to believe that's all it is.
Now Parker's thinking Giv is a witch. My goodness.
Been busy in the kitchen. Now I'll take that off your hands.
I won't tell Claire you said that, Water. It'll be our little secret. To be honest, I like most pumpkin things. I especially like pumpkin bread. Pumpkin pie, I like much less than pumpkin bread. Oh, there's one more. Oh, that's a grasshopper. Okay, and now the top section of town. Wow, it's already after school.
I hope Mommy remembers to bring peppermint home from the store. She said it's a natural way to keep spiders away, and I want them far away. Spiders give me the heebie-jeebies.
I'm sure I have something with your name on it. Indeed I do.
Yum. Sometimes my mom says I'm a pastatarian, but can you blame me? Bolognese is delicious.
I cannot blame you.
When I grow up, I hope I can braid my hair like my mom. Do you know her? She runs the general store.
I think they recorded that very early in game.
Yes, I know, Lena. I'm sure she can teach you how to do braids.
She tries, but my fingers get all crossed up and tired all the time.
When I was trying to learn how to braid, it was my arms that would get tired even more. My fingers would get tangled and confused, but mostly
My
my
mom
arms
just
would
has
get
this
tired.
way of making hard things look easy, you know?
I had a dream last night that I had hair so long I could sit on it, and I was putting it up in a bun. It's been a very long time since I had hair that long.
Ooh, a snack. Let's see if it fits in my pocket.
But also a cat that I had years ago was in my dream as well, so it was
I
definitely
hope
a
Kai
dream
doesn't
about
think I'm a
long time
wimp,
ago.
but no way am I getting in that water right now.
Too cold. Cheese pizza for you. Here I am with the after-school snacks.
Pizza! Give it! Sorry, I turn into a troll when I'm hungry, and I'm always hungry.
I knew something was off about Marty. He kept asking me about the last time my parents renovated the diner, what fixtures they installed and stuff. As if I know. I was like 5.
Nice try, Marty. Look at that. We've got some tiramisu for Juliet.
Yum. I'm not even hungry, but I'll totally make room for this.
So, did you know about Marty?
No, I had no idea. Otto usually asks for my advice on major decisions, but this time, not a word. Sorry, I'd rather not talk about it anymore.
That's fair. All right, I know we have some things she likes. Oh, quite a few things she likes. That fruit salad looks so delicious.
Fruit salad is the perfect dessert, don't you think? No carbs, no
What?
oils, no chocolate, no additives.
Totally. Fruit salad is nothing but carbs. What are you talking about? Ugh, you're an educator. Shame on you.
I
What
can't
are you
believe
talking
Francis
about?
is one of us. I never picked it up on my witch radar.
Shh, Violet. The school teacher. She's right here.
My witch dar. Is that a thing? Workshop it.
Yeah, workshop it. But also not right now. Not right here. All right, let's see. She has a special request for this outfit. How is it that I wanted to sell one of them and I sold two? I do not understand. We now have sleek pomelo slacks design, coral cuteness long design, and striking sapphire day dress design. Let's go shopping. Well, we don't have one of those, so we can't sell it. I'm not wanting to sell things that I don't have more than one of because I kind of want to have a wardrobe, a collection of all the outfits. There are quite a lot of outfits. I think it's really unreasonable to have this many outfits, but then again, it is a video game, so it's okay. I'm assuming, the same kind of closet as I have pockets. Oh, here's where the sandstorm long went. Okay, so I had two. I sold one. Enjoy your sandwich, Tarpoff. And my other one went down here. That makes sense. Look at that. All sorts of other options. These are things I've made before, but I don't currently have one of. Or I haven't made before. Oh, I see. That's kind of cute. I like that outfit. Busy bee slacks. I don't know about that one. That's honestly pretty cute. All right. We've got new designs. Hooray.
You know, the town hall has many interesting artifacts from Fairhaven's history on display. But feel free to view them anytime.
View them, not take them. Sorry, Mayor Otto. Yeah. Oops. I did that, didn't I? Oh my gosh, you guys have had so many good ideas about outfits. Like the townspeople being able to wear them, having a fashion show. They're
Francis has
great
been
ideas.
fluttering around me like a mother hen lately. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm fine. Fine.
That sounds pretty fine. That sounds worryingly fine, if I'm totally honest. Let's see. We got enough of all of our favorite things and our friends' favorite things? I guess we do. Okay. Stop in here. Natalia's misfortune. I miscalculated the heat of my forge and ruined a bunch of iron ore. Someone's got to have extra, right?
Hey, this is real nice.
You are welcome.
When I work with metal, sometimes I feel like it's talking to me. Guess that's what happens when you spend all day by the forge.
Understandable. Yes, it's perfectly understandable. Comprehensible. Not a dye baths are ready. What am I reaching for? What do you mean? Ah, yes, the gun. I missed that. Water picked it up. Yep. Water caught it. It went flying right past me. Sorry about that. My bad. Shame on me. All right, let's see. The gun. Oh, yes, they both are full. Oh, yes, both full. For the gun. A little louder now. The gun. There was a time when I knew exactly how many the guns there were. By necessity. Been a very long time since I was in that show. Ah, coral cuteness long. We've got what it takes. We could even make 2 if we wanted. Snow leopard midi, a current request. I doubt we will get it in time. Let's see. Let's make some cloth. And what else do we need to make that snow leopard midi? Plain silk thread, black silk thread, and black leather. Okay. Black leather. How long is it going to be till we get some silk thread? I think this one's almost ready. Nope. This one's almost ready. 2 hours, 10 minutes. Okay, very good. Can we dye any yet, though? Let's see. What color? Black silk thread. Nope. Okay, we'll have to wait. 2 hours, 10 minutes. All right, Ultra Miracle Grow Potion, Bumper Harvest Potion. Go ahead and make a concentrated levitation potion. My goodness, some of these take quite some time. All right, what else here? A crystal ball potion would be a good idea. We are doing very well getting to know our neighbors. 9 minutes
I think
roughly.
I see something.
Goulash. It's a stew, as is the fish stew, and the tomato soup is not a stew. But he likes bread pudding, goulash, fish stew, and tomato soup. Are we surprised? We are not surprised that it was goulash. All right, what about Parker?
I think I see something.
Bagel. Bagel and cream cheese. Coffee, pizza. Let's see. All right, 4:50 p.m. All right, we can give Fishy most of these. We'll keep just a few. Oh, we need to give Fishy a powered gem as well, right? No, we don't. Fishy's not asking for a powered gem. Interesting. All right, let's spend just a few minutes in the mine. we go to level 15, I think. Is that correct? Yes. Right? Okay. Alright, 5 coal for 1 gem. Oh, this one right here, huh? Okay. There's our ruby of the day. And then let's try and go find Miney Bot. Who's usually somewhere in the first 5 levels. There we go. How goes it, little Miney Bot? Oh my, you've been very busy. Well done. Well done, thank you very much. Alright, we still have a little bit more time. Let's go down to level 20. Someday we will be able to repair even this little broken goblin mechanism. But today is not that day. We will need 20 total enchanted silver wires, and each one of those requires at least 1 wool weed. Now, did you all see any other ones of these? We have one other, right? The gun piece. That's a very simple way of putting it, Water. Well said. The gun piece. Esperanto doesn't take a whole lot of other words from other languages directly wholesale, you know, like exactly as they are, without Esperantifying them at the very least, but peace is one of them. It's exactly the same meaning. We catch some interesting things on here sometimes. What is it? A grotto sculpin, I see. Okay, okay. Well, alright. Let's go to our meeting. Okay. Oh, beast to the nth degree. I missed that. How did you do that? Is that, Wind Compose? Did you do that with Wind Compose?
It's crazy that Francis is one of us, officially. He always brings some good vibes to the party.
Mind that no one finds your sanctum, It'll be hard to explain that before Otto and his neighborhood watch.
I know we have an upcoming ad very shortly.
Francis joined us at a stressful time, but he's resilient. More than he knows.
All these years, I thought Amira just had an appreciation for fine jewelry. I wonder how many of these wraith things she's caught with jewels she bought from my store.
Phone keyboard, I see.
It's gonna be so fun having Francis in the coven. We need more witches our age.
I use
Francis
Swiftly.
makes me laugh. Every time he tries out a new potion, he checks with me to make sure he won't poison himself.
I mean, it's good to be cautious. I think we probably don't have time to go take care of everything here, do we? Maybe we can water our plants? I find Swift Key Keyboard on my phone very useful because it allows me to switch back and forth within the same sentence between languages and use multiple languages dictionaries and such like, which is useful. And autocorrect and all, which, you know, is sometimes useful and sometimes horrendous. I assume, oh, hello. I assume we are going to run into the ad break at some point during this excursion here. And we really were just trying to get that wool weed. And I have a little bit of laundry to take care of during the ad break, so I might be a couple minutes late. Here we go with our wolf's bane, and I'll do a little fishing. Oh, this isn't what I expected. You know what? I'm gonna say no thank you to that. I don't want that. Do I? I don't think I want that. Advertisements. We'll be right back.
Oh, quick! Haha! Gotcha!
Hello. I wonder whether it will be possible for me to hang my laundry up quickly while I chat with you guys. I know that isn't the content I promised. Laundry hanging stream, what? But it shouldn't take me more than a couple of minutes. Then we won't have clothes going moldy while I ignore them, if you know what I mean. So, I've hung up the socks that don't go in the dryer. Most socks do go in the dryer, but a few socks don't go in the dryer. Now I'm hanging up shirts that don't go in the dryer. Do I stay connected? I think I stay connected. Even if I wander into the next room and come back. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shirts in there. And one more shirt. 6 plus 1. Do I have that many hangers? I don't. I only have 5. That's okay. Tell a story about doing laundry. Oh boy, I'll tell you a story. Boy, it was not salubrious. Laundry was not meeting my expectations today. So we don't have a front-loading washer. We have a top-loading washer because I'm very sensitive to mold. And front-loading washers tend to grow mold in certain crevices around the door, et cetera, et cetera. And it's possible to mitigate that tendency, but I certainly don't like to be having to do extra things to mitigate. Well, even this top-loading washer gets moldy smelling about once a week. So the way we do is once a week we run a load on a special setting of the washer that's for cleaning the washer, and we either put a specific washer cleaning solution in or we put vinegar in, and we usually alternate those just because, I don't know, just because. And then 2 weeks ago it started smelling like, normally I'm the only one that can smell it because my nose is more sensitive than other people in the household. But 2 weeks ago, my mom started smelling it, and then I noticed that even after doing that normal washing procedure, the laundry room still smelled yucky. And that went on, like, we continued to do our normal washing machine washing procedure. But the laundry room kept smelling nasty, and so I thought, oh, you know what it must be? It's a combination laundry room and kitchen pantry because it's not the biggest house in the world. And so I thought, you know what? It's probably that there's some like sweet potato that's gone moldy or something like that. We'll just see if we can find whether or not there's something else causing the problem. Well, there wasn't anything, and we looked and looked, and we couldn't find anything else that was causing the problem. And so I thought, that's funny. And I started this load of laundry that I've got in front of me right now. And what do you know? As soon as the water started going into the washer, I smelled that smell again. I'm like, oh no, it was the washer all along. I think it must be because the weather is starting to get warm again. It must be the change of seasons that's caused that because I can't think of anything else. And I honestly I mean, this is not our first year in this house, but I just don't remember whether it got worse in the spring before or whether this is new. Sorry, this is the sound of the dryer you probably hear. But I had to get a couple more hangers. All right. So I was committed. The clothes were in the washing machine. The water was in the washing machine. The soap was in the washing machine, and I was trying not to freak out about the mold spores going into my clothes. Blah. And yeah, the horror. Exactly, water. The nose knows. Blah. And so I was like, okay, I can't change the situation. It is what it is right now, but what am I going to do about it afterwards? So I decided afterwards I will take the clothes out. I will do another cleaning, even though it's off schedule. It'll be like the second one in 2 days. I'm going to do another cleaning with the other, whatever it was that we didn't use before. I guess we'd used vinegar a couple of days ago, but I'll do it with the special cleaning solution. So I took the clothes out of the washer, just set them in a bin, wet, and did washed the washer with the washing machine washer solution, washing machine washing solution. And after that, I smelled it, and it smelled okay. And I put the clothes back in, and I washed the clothes again. And then when they finished, I smelled them all very carefully before I put anything in the dryer. And they smell fine. So I'm very grateful for that. Although, you know what I should have done? I sometimes put about 20 drops of grapefruit extract in the laundry, but I do that more frequently when it's like white sheets or something like that. But that's my story. And I did have one other exposure to mold in a front-loading washer one time. It was while I was traveling in Europe 2 years ago, and we were staying with a very kind friend who, when you're in the situation where your washing machine has mold, sometimes you don't know it because your nose sometimes gets used to it very gradually. And so he was in a situation where he didn't know that his laundry was moldy and he wasn't sensitive to it, and he was like putting us up for free, and like we just didn't have the heart to complain, but we couldn't stay there any longer because we couldn't wash our clothes in his washing machine. It just wasn't safe because both of us were too sensitive to mold for that. So yes, I used up a whole package of wipes to try and wipe away the moldy yuckiness. But the thing is, when you use Clorox on rubber, then the rubber starts breaking down and it's easier for the mold to get into the rubber. It's all very complicated. So this is why I don't even go there with using a front-loading washer if I can help it. But sometimes you're in a situation where you don't have any other options but to use a front-loading washer. So there's that. All right, you were desperate, exactly. And I tried my best to clean his washer, but it was like toxic for me to be near. And I realized I can work as hard as I can, and I'm never going to get it all the way clean. It's that infested with mold. So I gave it up, and we moved on. And it was sad to like cut our visit short there because of something like that, especially given that we couldn't even talk to him about it really. Um, we just, I mean, we did kind of, sort of, a little bit, but it was like, he was like, what? No, it's not. And so we were like, okay, never mind. um, yeah, he was being so kind to put us up that we didn't want to be problematic. What's that phrase? Beggars can't be choosers. I am very thirsty, you guys. I'm gonna take this This is the lovely thing about a mobile game is I can take this game with me while I go get my beverage that I left in the other room. The only people who it doesn't matter if they see me hop on my broom, it's okay. I don't have very much beverage left, but it's some beverage, and that's more than I had in my room before, so hey, it's good. Considered using kerosene and fire. Exactly, that's how desperate it makes you feel. You want to do anything to kill it. All right, let's see, 7:50 p.m. Let's get our silk. We need 2. We were trying to make this outfit. We need black silk thread and black leather. But here's the thing. Oh, that's very quick. I don't know how long these whims of Violet last, whether it's a week long or a day long. How was your sandwich, Tarp off? I hope it was delicious. I had a sandwich today. Let's see. Do we want? I don't think there's nothing new that we can cook. We were offered a new recipe in the gloaming, and I turned it down because I thought, you know what? I really want the gloaming fish. But how about instead we go fishing here, because there's 2 different kinds of fish. There's a fish that we need here and a recipe that we might be able to catch. And right now I don't think that's either of them. We need a shiner. Crawfish, huh? A shiner, which I think might be somewhere here nearby. But also it's possible that we might catch a recipe. Haven't bitten into it yet, had other things to deal with first.
Yes!
Just arrived back with the sandwich. The bread's frozen, so I'm letting it sit for a few. I've been having sandwiches where I toast the bread first, and then I put either butter or mayo or cream cheese, or maybe even like one of those things on one piece of the bread and a different one on the other piece of bread. I don't know why, just silly, I guess. Why not? And then I put like either ham or turkey or some kind of meat, and then I put some kind of cheese. And it's usually been sharp cheddar, but today I looked at the sharp cheddar and I'm like, that's not sharp cheddar, that's pimento cheese. And then I looked more carefully and I'm like, no, that's sharp cheddar, that's molded. We're going to throw that away. Speaking of mold, that was a no thank you. And that's what that was. We need to make some tanning solution. No, tanning solution requires woolweed. Let's make it with forget-me-nots. Or, yeah, forget-me-nots. What else? Oh, we have so many options. Witchweed. Witchweed. We have so much of that. Let's make it that way. Your sandwiches sounded nice until you got to the mold part. Yeah. Please don't light your apartment on fire. You might not get to continue living there if you burn it down to the ground, if you know what I mean. We have so much scrying potion. We got some as a gift. We have a stretching potion. Do we have a shrinking potion as well? It's a shrinking. We don't. We have a shrinking cupcake. Might as well. Why not? All right, let's see. Sophia, what else do you like to eat?
Oh, I think I see something.
A strawberry daiquiri? That sounds delicious. Strawberries and rum, huh? we have some organic strawberries in the refrigerator, and I had one last night, and I took one bite, and it was like, oh, the refrigerator is too cold. My teeth. Okay, we're gonna
Should
take
I
it
go to bed?
early to bed because we're running late. We have a schedule. We have a normal way things go. It's been an hour and 22 minutes, and we're, I don't know, very slow today. Oh, that's partially because I took time to hang up my clothes. Doesn't like Tarpov. Tarpov doesn't like strawberry. Are you allergic to strawberries? I'm very slightly allergic. Like if I eat a lot of them, I get itchy around my mouth. But I do actually like them. You sound like you just don't like them, which is fair. Hiya, Chris Cox. How are you doing? Let's get a shout out for our friend Chris Cox, who does amazing art and amazing community building. Very much enjoy hanging out over there. I highly recommend it to you all. Let's make a bumper harvest potion or two. Nope, just one. Never mind. We can make a max restore magic potion and some more essence of copper and some more tanning solution. That sounds good. How goes it? How has your weekend been, Chris? Oh, hi. What's up, Kim?
Hey, great news. I sold most of the meat from your animal, but there was some left over. Here, you can have it.
Thanks. 3 chicken fillets and 2 chicken feathers. This is a much better deal than selling to Marty. Much, much better deal. Okay, do I have anything to give her that I have more than one of? I don't. Well, let's give her this. We've already given her one of those, so we won't wait to hear what she thinks of it. We already know what she thinks of it. Not as good as Dad's version. I hear it. All right. Fishy, what is it that you need? You need a powered gem. How about a diamond?
Hey, Fishy. Go fish.
All right. We are going to talk to Cleopatra.
Hey there, kitty.
And we are short 1 chicken. So we need to talk to our neighbor about that. Bonsoir, Ramon. Comment ça va?
You still liked that, didn't you, kitty?
I learned something new in French the other day. I was working late and I was lurking at a French streamer and I was joking around like, I don't want to be working anymore. I want to lurk to sleep instead of work. And I asked the streamer if they'd write me an excuse. And I didn't know how to say, write me a permission slip or an excuse note or anything like that in French. And so I tried to explain what I was saying in French, and he was like, what? And somebody else in chat was like, oh, they want a mot d'excuse. I'm like, oh, it's not a note or a letter or a slip, it's a word. All right, we tried oranges. I swear we tried mulberries. I thought we tried grapes. I think, let's try lemons. Is it lemons? So, a mot d'excuse for a like get out of work letter. It was so funny. He wrote me one. It made me laugh. Bonjour, travail d'Alena. Alena n'est pas disponible à ce moment à cause de force majeure. Doit dormir. Yes, that's exactly how it felt. An act of God caused me to need sleep. All right, we're going to try lemons. Is it lemons? It was not. Not lemons. Well, I don't blame you, Gus. I would be surprised at a lemon as well, but you know, I'm getting a little desperate. Do you like lemons? Yes, Sweet Pea likes lemons. Who would have thunk? We thought Sweet Pea liked green beans, but no, Sweet Pea likes lemons. Fine, be that way. All right, we are short one chicken. We gotta remember to go get another chicken. Dolly wants some pomegranate. Don't blame her. I kind of do too. And little Tara likes oranges. And I kind of thought to myself, is this dumb listening to a French streamer while I'm trying to do work in English and Esperanto? But it wasn't a problem. I think it worked for me because his how do you say, his vibe is really like he's soft spoken. He's not an ASMR streamer, but he never screams or yells or gets excited about stuff. He's just always calm. That's his thing. His voice is gentle. And so it was a nice and lovely background, and I learned a new expression, mode excuse. Mode excuse. An excuse slip. It's been really interesting over there. Boudin d'Amour is the name of the streamer. I went in there expecting to be, you know, like peon of lowest class because my French is very poor, honestly. But it was really the opposite. I feel like every time I go in there, everybody like engages me in conversation, and I rarely see a stream where it's not just the streamer, but also all of the viewers. Well, not maybe all of the viewers, but you know, a good number of viewers take the time and trouble to have a conversation with somebody who's relatively new to the channel, or very new, depending on the day. I mean, I was very new at one point. Very, very cool. I thought, wow, that just took me back. Lovely. I mean, it's one thing, like everywhere you go on Twitch, somebody says hi to you. You know, unless it's like there's 500 or multiple thousands of viewers or something like that. Usually somebody says hi. But there's a difference between somebody says hi to you and people engage you in conversation, even though there's a linguistic barrier. Thank you for that shout out for Boudin d'Amour. He also has some cute emotes. Let me show you one of them. I'm going to show you one of them that I like. His how do you say? Oh, what's the word? Mascot is a sausage. So his little critter that does whatever the emotes do. It's a little sausage. Okay, I just opened the gate and jumped over the fence like I do. It's my specialty. Opening gates and jumping over fences. All right, we're planting some strawberries. So I don't remember, did Tarpoff say what it was, that whether it was an allergy or just a severe personal dislike of of strawberries. Don't remember. The problem with the eggs or the sausages or one of the two cheeses or the cream cheese or the sauces or maybe more than one of those things. Oh dear. I have started being much more careful with eggs because I've started, being much more potentially sensitive to eggs not being quite as fresh as I would like them to be. Hey, look at this. We finally have another maple tree. We're not going to cut down that baby maple tree. We'll let it grow. I wonder whether there's a limit to the number of maple trees your piece of property will support. We'll find out, won't we? Thank you, Woody. All right, we're going to head over to see our friends, our Fae friends today. First thing, just a personal dislike, absolutely allowed. Okay, we're not going to pick up any of those. Hey there. How goes it, Zephyr?
Francis scares easy. If you're gonna be a witch, you gotta get used to being surprised every now and then.
Well, I wish you'd go a little easy on Francis, Zephyr, honestly.
Hey, just what I need to go with my afternoon cake. Thanks.
All right, let's see. We can make some enchanted silver wire. Only one, because we need to make some more pearl dust. Yeah, so I check them with the float test, and honestly, I look at them to see if they lay flat at the bottom. If they kind of start going diagonal or standing up on end, then that's a no
Before
for
I
me.
met you, I thought fairies were, I don't know, glittery and pink and sweet.
Oh, please, Tara, we are not cakes.
But you do like some cake-like things, don't you?
What lovely smells. You have been practicing with reagents in the kitchen as well as the sanctum, I see.
Well, what can we buy? I don't know, we don't need those toadstools, but we'll take the mint and the parsley. And the rose water. We don't need to buy that scrying potion. I won't say no to thistles and witchweed. Poppies will do. Forget-me-nots. Mandrakes. Nigella. We used to have quite a bit of Nigella. I don't know why. It's so hard to come by now. I guess it's a seasonal thing. Anemone seeds. Molly seeds. And what shall we sell? Levitation potion. Alright, so I check to see if they float, but then after that, I try to make sure to crack them into a bowl individually before I put them in the pan. And I look at them to see whether the yolk looks like it's strong. If it falls apart or it even looks like it wants to fall apart,
So, you've added a new witch to your numbers.
then I'm not very likely to be happy with it in the end.
You're not the smallest hatchling in the nest now. Your pin feathers have come in.
Thanks, I think.
Does that make me itchy? Don't have anything for you, unfortunately, Ariel. Alright, well, I need to talk to Wesley when he's in the office. And he's not in the office. I thought he was in on Wednesdays. No, closed entirely. Alright, fair, fine. Well, that's okay. It is what it is. We're trying to catch a recipe or a shiner. I think it's a shiner.
Oh, yes!
Pretty sure it's a shiner. one more try. The cheese, I just ate some of that yesterday, the day before, says Water. As well as the bread, which I've been keeping in the fridge. Sausage expiry in June. Cream cheese, not due for 2 months. Yeah, I like to keep the cream cheese in a Ziploc bag if I can. Otherwise, it tends to grow stuff before I'm done eating it. Well, I didn't need to bother you with that, did I? We could give you one of these.
Hey, Planty. Water some plants for me today?
All right. Let's see if Shelby is at home. Wesley could be in town. I did get to talk to him in town, though, and we didn't get to talk about the situation. So I think that means I need to talk to him at his place of work. Well, let's go for a walk on the beach instead. I don't see Shelby. I walked past Shelby. What? I walked past Shelby in the woods? Oh my lord. Told you guys I was tired. Shelby was heading into town. Okay, well, he's probably going down to the beach. Sometimes he goes to the grocery store. Actually, he does go to the grocery store Wednesday at noon, I think. Nope. Beach. Oh no, left my water running in the kitchen then. Oh wait, just the water in the kitchen. Not the water running. Oh, here he is. Thanks for that, guys.
Kim's good to go fishing with. They enjoy the silence and don't pry too much.
Alright. Any of your favorites? Some goulash. That's all I got. I need to make some stew and goulash. Fish stew, goulash, tomato soup, bread
That's
pudding.
a taste of home. How thoughtful of you.
I'm learning. Okay, well, while I'm here, might as well pick up some shells and such. And buy a chicken. Or maybe I'll sell one more chicken and buy 2. Yes, I think I will. Let's do that. I'll at least say hi to Thomas. Take the opportunity to tell him to stay away from our lake.
It's no good dwelling on the past, but I'm curious how different things would look if my people stayed on the island.
Quite, I would imagine. All right, we will be back to talk to Marty. But first we're going to talk to Kim. We're doing a funny order of operations today, but it's working out just fine, I think. All right, we need to have this conversation also with Wesley.
I know Marty's type. There were plenty of him in the town where I grew up. All they cared about were the tourists. Maybe I'll eat one of Marty's cows after all.
Wesley!
Just kidding. Or am I?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready for our al fresco dinner?
I think it's gonna be a no from me. My heart isn't in it. We have other interests, and I think we're not gonna take Wesley up on this. We have options. We could go on a date and then turn him down, which I think he would be even more disappointed in. That's what happened with the first date that we went on, and we didn't even get to eat the delicious dinner. So I feel like the most responsible thing to do is to not lead him on and say no already. Al fresco, does that mean out of doors in the fresh air?
Not yet.
Not hungry yet?
What?
Well, let me know when you've worked up an appetite.
Oh, it's like that, is it? I see. Okay, well then
Are
in
you
that
ready for
case,
our al fresco dinner?
it's okay.
Not
It's
yet.
no, but I think I understand what the game is doing then. We are going to sell Polly. And let's see, it's 1 p.m.
I have the most delicious lentil stew in the slow cooker at home. It's a Doll family classic.
Is this a pun? This is a pun. This is a pun. Guys, this is the sneakiest pun this game has ever made.
I love apple cider. Oh, it's like autumn in a mug. Thanks, Tara.
Okay, we've got sugar and eggs and milk and butter and cheese, flour and oats and rice and yeast and potatoes. We've got some grapes, fennel, onion, spinach, a little short on sweet potatoes. Apples, lemons, limes, so many, oranges, and pomegranates. All right. Okay. Fishing challenge. Interesting. It's the perfect season for salmon fishing. Head up to the mountain area and bring your crickets or chub. I don't remember signing up for a fishing challenge, but here we
You're real
are.
sweet, helping out a fisherman past his prime. I
Oh,
don't know what
yes.
I'd do if Amira left. Seems like every other thing in me breaks down as soon as she sends me home.
Oh, dear. I did not know that Tate's made tiny cookies. I've only seen their regular size, which are plenty big. Not huge, but plenty big. Let's see. They have gluten-free cookies in what flavors have I tried? They have gluten-free cookies in chocolate chip flavor and sugar cookie flavor, lemon cookie flavor. Maybe not sugar cookie flavor. Maybe it's lemon and ginger. Oh. None of them, however, are low sugar at all. Where did all of those whitings come from? Sardines, that's fine, but what I need is something else entirely. Very frustrating. Oh well.
I don't know what I'd be doing if I didn't have the diner. Food's always been my future.
Got a letter from my ma yesterday. She reminded me to get a flu shot. As if I could forget, growing up with the pharmacist for a ma.
Dude, I don't know what I'd do without Sophia's. I'd probably eat a lot of instant ramen, that's what.
I was thinking of asking Kai to teach me how to surf.
Oh, really?
Well, Kai doesn't swing by the center often, so maybe it's time I meet him where he's at.
Surfing with ulterior motives, huh?
Do you think that Marty's trial was the last of it, and we can wash our hands of this witchcraft nonsense now?
Not really. No.
I was afraid you would say that.
How's the farm been doing, Tara?
It's thriving, it's fine, it's been better. I think it's thriving. What do you guys think? Samples at the supermarket. I don't think I've seen samples at any grocery store other than Costco in a very long time. And there aren't any Costcos anywhere where I live, so that's been a very, very long time. I used to live in Costco territory, and now I live in Sam's territory. I know, Tarpov, isn't it strange? We were just talking about this, I think, before you came in. We have now, I'm making clothes and I'm selling them to Violet, who's theoretically selling them, so why don't people buy them and put them on? I wonder if that's something that might happen in some sort of an upcoming update. I don't know. I'm gonna pick it's thriving.
It's honestly been great. I think I'm finally coming into my own as a farmer.
Oh, I'd expect nothing less from you. A strong work ethic runs in your blood.
Thomas was right to be suspicious of Marty. He wanted to turn our whole island into a resort. I kind of wish you'd been there. You would have had some choice words for him, that's for sure.
Yes, Grandma absolutely would have. I think you're right. It's true. We haven't been over here in a very long time. This is the mayor's house, for any of you who've never seen the mayor's house. And whoever wins the election for a mayor moves into that house. We are definitely going to go over our average of 2 hours today.
Francis has been out late a lot. I went by the pub the other night, but he wasn't there. He said something about taking a moonlight walk on the beach to clear his thoughts. But the wind coming off the ocean is freezing right now. He would never do that. I think he's just avoiding me. He's been acting jumpy ever since Marty's trial.
Actually, ever since before that, it's just you weren't exactly noticing before then.
I've been practicing my harmonica lately. Maybe next time we have a wedding on the island, I can provide Juliet's guitar some accompaniment. You made something for me? Thanks.
Well, who knows? They could maybe move back to Milkwater. But then who would be the school teacher?
I hope Mommy remembers to bring peppermint home from the store. She said it.
Oh, we said this already today. We don't need to hear it again in the same string.
I
Hate to
bet winter
interrupt,
in
but
the
yeah.
city isn't so bad. There's like actual stuff to do there, right?
That is true.
Finn and I decided to use some of our lemonade stand money to buy a rock tumbler. You think if we leave it on for a really long time, we can polish one good enough to sell to Francis?
You might be able to. I don't know whether Francis does that sort of jewelry.
Hey, Juliet. How's school going?
Well, I could give you an honest answer, but Mrs. Soft is standing right there, so.
Fair, fair. I hear you, Water. That's exactly how I feel and why I kind of didn't want to marry quite so much outside of my circle.
On days like this, Amy and I used to go ice skating. I was technically a good skater. I'd taken lessons, but she moved with real flair. I miss the sound of her laugh.
Okay, I can't walk away without. I've been kind of saving time by not giving gifts, but
Oh my, Keisha's so rich, but if you insist, who am I to say no? I do love it.
I don't know if the game will ever go there.
I can't complain. This time of year, I definitely have the most cheerful shop on the island. Well, mine and the bakery.
Evidently, their latest update is all stuff that happens in year 2, which is technically, if I'm not mistaken, after the storyline quote unquote ends. Which means we wouldn't actually have another cycle of voting. I don't think. I could be wrong, but kind of seems like we wouldn't. Alright, nope. It's just every day there's a different request. So if we don't just happen to have one of whatever it is that she wants to buy, we can't sell it to her. Green light slacks, gloaming garden jacket and dress, and cardinal comet midi. Let's buy those. Oh no. Hello? What really irks me is that it says AirPods battery level 0% when it pops back in, and that's just not true.
You know, the town hall has many interesting artifacts from Fairhaven's history on display. Feel free to view them anytime.
View them. Yes, right. You did mention.
This island was a popular port for pirates and smugglers back in the day. I bet there's at least one sunken ship under those waves just full of gold and gems.
Perhaps. Let's see. Do I have anything to sell? We could sell one of these. Sell one of those. Sell some of these. I think we should buy some of those. It could. We haven't had any DLC, just free upgrades. I don't know if the game plans to do any DLC.
You know when it's nice to have a roaring hot forge in your workplace? Winter.
I believe it. Much nicer than in the summer, for sure. All right. Oh, we got things to do. Okay, what will it take to make the gloaming garden jacket and dress? We need green cloth, orange silk thread, yellow silk thread. We definitely don't have that much silk. Green cloth, orange silk thread. When will we have more silk? Never, if we don't feed the silkworms. 3 hours, 10 minutes for the next 2 batches. Fair, we'll come back again. Let's see, what else have we never made once yet? This one. Cloth, more green cloth, red silk, and plain silk. More green cloth then. What else have we never made? Rose lace mini. It's red silk and red silk thread. Red silk. Well, I'm afraid we can't do that. We can make cloth out of wool and cotton. I think we need more silkworm bins, is what I think. Is it reasonable to have one there? All right. Are we going to need to plant some more mulberry trees? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mulberry trees. That's quite a lot. Maybe let's plan to have 6 mulberry trees. What do you think? If we move this over and we move that over, these aren't telling us which they are they? I'm pretty sure that's a mulberry tree. Or is it those 3? Uh-oh. Now I'm in trouble. Let's see. Nope, I was wrong. Okay. I swear we had 5. Now I'm very confused. Very confused indeed. Those 5 look similar. Alright, let's figure this out. We got, okay, oranges and lemons and limes look similar. Pomegranate, we only have one of those. It looks different. Olives all look similar. Huh, maybe we only have 4 so far. All right, let's try organizing things again here. We could put all of the olive trees down this column. Try and get things a little better organized here. Gotta leave paths. All right. We'll have to give up some vegetables in order to make room for some trees. And that's fine. We can put some vegetables here if we want to. We can put some vegetables in here if we want to, but it'll be fine. The next time some of these vegetables come ripe, we will convert them to trees instead. Okay, we've got, oh, the apple. We've got 1 apple, 1 pomegranate, 2 limes, 2 oranges, 3 limes. Wait a minute. 3 limes, 3 oranges, and a lemon? That's not logic. That's not logic at all. Okay. Let's see. This was an orange. Okay, so the oranges are together now. Now, I'm pretty sure all of this is not terribly interesting and we can just blow through the ad break. Oh! Okay! Surprise mulberry appears. I thought there was a 5th mulberry. Okay, mulberry goes there. Okay, we've got, oh, not what we wanted. That's right, we just try and avoid story progression. Let's see. Can't do that. Sokoban was not in the plan for today, but okay. Okay, we've got apple and pomegranate together. I like that. Orange, orange together, lime, lime together. Oh wait, there's another pomegranate. Fine. Fine. Move the apple here, and that's a pomegranate. Okay. We've got 2 pomegranates. Put 2 limes next to each other. Oranges. This was an orange, right? What am I doing? All right. Apple. There's only 1. Orange. Okay, we'll move the lemon over next to the tea for now, because there's only 1. That better? Orange, orange, lime, lime, lemon, Orange, orange. We just got too many oranges, right? Too many oranges. No need to have that many oranges. That's just ridiculous. Not a good plan for us. Okay. So eventually we'll plan to have one more mulberry tree. And probably 2 fewer orange trees eventually. We're making progress. It's not perfect. That's okay. Let's try fishing again.
Oh, that one.
Nope, not what I was looking for.
Come here.
That's a good purr.
Oh, wow.
Shiner, please. Nope. Nope. Guess what? We forgot to buy chickens in time. That close again. Okie dokie. Try and find Minibot. You never know where Minibot's gonna be. Oh, a little further in than I expected. Alright. Well done, Miney. Thank you very much. Let's see, 6:10 p.m. Too early to go to the meeting. Really appreciate everybody's lurky-loos and chitter chats. It's been really nice hanging out with you guys. Tara is going to go to her coven meeting, and then we're gonna wrap things up after the meeting, which starts in a half-an-hour game time. Cozy and calm as always, that's nice. That was always my goal for Sunday nights. Cozy and calm. been even more so for me since I got a combination Christmas birthday gift of some programmable lights so I can make it kind of dimmer and more cozy. Very nice. Okay, it is 7 p.m. game time. Let's go to the Coven meeting.
I told Francis the story of that witch with the hawk familiar, and maybe I shouldn't have done that.
I think you shouldn't have done that, Damon.
Wesley mentioned Francis was trying to research the world's slowest, safest animal familiars.
Well, if we see a very dignified tortoise walking around soon, I think it'll be safe to say those two things are related.
Wow.
Mind that no one finds your sanctum. It'll be hard to explain that before Otto and his neighborhood watch.
No, I never imagined you'd get to pick your
Francis
own
will make
familiar.
a fine witch, but it's something you have to choose every day if that's what you want.
That's true enough.
Fabio asked if he could come visit. I think he wants to see the wellspring for himself.
I'm sure he wants to see you too, Francis.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm ready for that yet. Maybe someday.
It's wonderful to see our coven grow. Francis makes a good addition.
Francis is such a worrier. Like, you'll be fine. Just breathe and don't turn yourself into a toad.
Violet, I'm pretty sure telling him something like that will cause a boatload of anxiety. Well, I guess we're okay in the wellspring. Time to water the plants. Oh, time to harvest the molly flowers. Yep, pretty shell-shocked, I think. Is that a pun about the turtle, Tarpov? All right. Let's see. Not an intended pun. It was a pun all the same, an unintended pun. We like them just as well. Let me through, please. Maybe we'll get that new recipe this time. 1 wolfsbane, 1 woolweed, and 1 recipe? Nope. No recipe. We missed our chance. Guess I should have taken it.
Oh, yeah!
There we go. We caught a complefish. So the situation here, for those of you who are not sure why Francis is hanging out here with us, is we are trying to go with Francis through here, and I don't think we can yet.
Shoot! I don't think my wand is strong enough. Sorry, Francis. We'll have to come back another time.
I'm not complaining. That gives me more time to adjust to him.
everything?
I better go see Zephyr. She upgraded my wand last time. I bet she has something in her shop.
To be honest, guys, I totally forgot that that was something we were going to talk to Zephyr about. Darn it. For some video games, I take notes and I make maps and things like that. I haven't done any of that for this game. I'm pretty sure certain aspects of this could go better if I were taking notes, etc. Oh well. Let's see, let's have a quick look. Sophia wants some butter. Amira wants some animal fat, which we haven't learned how to make yet. I think we could, theoretically, but I just don't really know how to yet, so I need to figure that out, because I need it as an ingredient for some other things as well. We need to ask Wesley about the mysterious howling, but we can't seem to talk to him about that. Possibly because we didn't catch him at his place of work. Possibly because he has something else on his mind right now, and until we go on that date with him, we're not going to be able to talk to him about the mysterious howling. I don't know, because of this picnic situation. Ah, we're supposed to take him some bread. I see. And then we have to find an adder stone, but we can't until we talk to Zephyr about upgrading the wand, and I don't know what it's going to take to upgrade the wand. That's where we stand on our to-do list. And what else? There's something else in the garden that we haven't discovered. 3 things in the tool shed we haven't discovered, and quite a few more hobbies. For example, this looks like flower arranging. That's pretty cool, but don't know how to do that yet. We're working on the outfits, but we've only barely begun. Look at all those outfits. That's amazing. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 19 recipes we haven't made. That's way more than I thought. Maybe the howling is part of his dating ritual, like some animals do a special dance, a call, etc. I could buy that, Tarkov. It's possible that the howling has kicked up because he is looking forward to going on a date with us. We have not caught that fish at the lake. Let's see. We want to catch, I think, what is it, a minnow or a shiner? A shiner? I think we want to catch a shiner for a recipe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fish that we have never caught yet. Amazing. I didn't know. I just didn't know. Quite a lot of magic we haven't learned how to do yet. We are not so close to the end of the game as I thought we were. At least not to a completionist version of it. But all that's really fascinating. I have a raid target in mind. I'm just saying that out loud in case anybody else really wants to go somewhere in particular, to give you a chance to say so, if you'd like to say so, before we head out. There's something about Sunday's stream that for me, it's very kind of ritualistic. Like we do a lot of the same things. We take care of the animals and we do some crafting, you know what I mean? And so because of that, I really don't feel like I mind doing the same raid a lot of times in a row on Sundays. And I know we normally try and spread the wealth a little bit more, but hey, Now and Nevermore, welcome back. The top left distillation looked like hand wash. It was sauerkraut, I think. Let's see, we want to do some yellow silk thread. And some blue cloth. Nope, need blue. Well, we won't bother with that today. We're getting ready to wrap it up for today. We want some red silk thread. Maybe we can do that. What else here? Oh, we can make one of these guavocado rompers. That's adorable. Sure. And some more blue cloth. Nope, out of blue. I should have remembered that. What other dressy items or work items could we make here easily? Or red cloth. I think we're out of red as well. Yes, we are. Yep, we're pretty much out of dye. The only thing we've got left is purple and orange. Let's make some purple cloth and some orange cloth for form's sake. And we're testing the audio. Are we back? I think we might be back. Maybe not. Hopefully. Okay, so Tara's going to go to bed. And we are going to call it a night. Thanks for the welcome back. Oh, I'm so glad you had a delicious meal. And we are heading out on a raid. Oh, it's always my pleasure. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow for some music. Looking forward to that. And we're going to raid a musician. Is Claire live? I assume. Seems safe to assume as she's so reliable. Chris, it's so good to see you. Let's see, I can check on this other device if Claire's live. Let's find out. Indeed. Okay. So we're heading over there. Thank you so much for hanging out, and thank you to the mods. Thank you to the lurkers. Thank you to you chatters. And I look forward to seeing you all at your streams and seeing you all in the Discords and all that good stuff. And I hope you have a wonderful sleep, and I will see you tomorrow for Music Monday. That should be fun. I'm going to just go ahead and push the raid now button. Here we go.